soon, but
it was nice to listen, oh yeah, let's do it again. How we did it on a one night stand. But I wanna be more than a friend. Ooh, yeah. Nice to listen, oh yeah, let's do it again.
Hey guys, it's KiAnna and it's so good to be back. So the last time I filmed the video was in August. That's a long periodically time in my book. And I haven't been consistent with my uploads. I've been like uploading every 2 weeks. And I have a really good excuse. High school. So I am now a freshman and it's different. So far my life has consisted of homework. Like it's crazy. The workload is way different than middle school, but I met like so many new people. I got so many followers on Instagram, got so many more Snapchat friends. So the people are great, but everything else is not. I'm not at school today because of the story time. Yay! This is my first story time ever. I've seen a lot of story times and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so many stories. And now I'm finally gonna tell you, so sit back, relax, and let's get on with this video. So today is Monday, October 18th or 19th. It's Monday. And today is the first day of my school's homecoming week. Today was USA Day and I'm not there. Why? Okay, so last night my mom cooked chili and I don't eat chili, so I was like, Mom, can I have something else? And so I had her Indian food leftovers, and I'm a big Indian food fan. Like, that's all I eat. I have Indian food here at this one place that I really like, and then I've had it in Atlanta. Check out my vlog. I've had it at the local mall. So I pretty much know my Indian food, and I always get the butter chicken. And I also have a severe nut allergy, if you didn't know, and if I eat nuts, my throat closes up and I can't breathe, so it's kind of a big deal. So I always have to be really careful. But since I've had Indian food before, I wasn't concerned about it. So I was eating my chicken, my butter chicken, oh my gosh, it's so good. So I was eating it up, licking the bowl, and then I started to drink some water, and I felt like a big lump in my throat. Like, it literally felt like there was a big clunk of chicken stuck in my throat. And so I was like, okay, this feels funny. Like, I could still speak, but it felt off. And whenever I swallowed it, it felt like it was spicy and it did not feel right. So I went on Google, how to get food that's stuck in your throat out. Like, what are some tactics? So it said to eat some bread because that might force it down. I ate like the whole loaf of bread, nothing really happened. And then I was looking at all the tactics and none of them were working. And I was like, at the end of almost every article is like, if it gets worse or if it doesn't go away after a minute, see medical help, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, Mom, Dad, I need to go to the hospital. And so we were rushing to the hospital. We didn't know what was really going on. I still felt like there was chicken stuck in my throat. That's what I thought. Like, I fully believed that. Like, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. And so in the car, I was gagging, I was coughing, I was wheezing like crazy. I kept spitting up because you don't really realize it, but when you swallow on a regular, regardless if you're eating food, like, you just swallow back your spit. And so I couldn't swallow, so it was just all sitting there, and then I like spit up and all this stuff. It wasn't blood, just drool. And I started to freak myself out because I couldn't breathe properly and we weren't at a hospital yet, and so I was like, like just trying to breathe. And so the fact that I couldn't breathe scared myself, and I started thinking about all these options, like, what if we don't get there in time? What if they can't help me? Like, and so we get there, I walk in wheezing and crap, I look horrible. I think it's like 6 o'clock in the evening, and the lady was like, register, you have to register, and she wouldn't see me. I'm like, I can't breathe. So eventually my mom went back there, we handled that, and so they were helping me breathe. Like, they put this thing on me, an oxygen, not an oxygen mask, it was like a nebulizer, and it helped me breathe. I was being cleared up, but I still felt the chicken stuck in my throat, and so I couldn't speak at this point. And so I asked my mom for my phone. Like, we were playing charades the whole time. She's like, I'm not good at charades, what are you trying to say? And I'm like, phone, mine, not yours, my phone. It was really funny. And so I typed in notes, I said, can they get this piece of chicken out of my throat? And my mom started laughing. She's like, no, KiAnna, we think you had an allergic reaction. And I was like, what? I always have Indian foods. Like, what? And so eventually the paramedics came, and that freaked me out. I'm like, is it that serious? Like, the doctors had to call 911, like, that's crazy. So I get on the gurney, And the gurneys are kind of cool but kind of scary because like you're being pushed backwards and it's really weird. And then of course everyone's staring at you because that's not normal. And usually I'm the one staring at someone else being pushed away. Like I'm not usually in that situation, so that was just weird. And I get in the ambulance truck for the first time in my life. And we start driving, and I'm driving backwards, and my mom's with me, and my dad was following us in his car. And like I heard the sirens and how we were passing all these cars, and I was like, you can't touch this. Bye, see you. So it was cool, but it was also really nerve-wracking because you see it in the movies, you see them drive past you, but actually being in it is just crazy. And then seeing paramedics that actually have the capability to help me breathe again and help me save my life was like mind-blowing. You get to the emergency room, and I was broken out in hives. My lips were starting to swell, and it was bad. But they gave me some more, like, they were loading me up. I still have this thing on. They were loading me up with all this stuff, and I started to feel better. I was knocked out. I slept for about a good 4 hours, and we finally left the hospital at 1 a.m. this morning. And the doctor said that I couldn't go to school for at least 24 hours. And I was like, dang it, because today is the first week of Spirit Week. And I don't like missing school because I haven't missed one day of high school this year. And even when I'm at school, I fall behind. Like, I can sit in the classroom and be in last week. So I knew if I didn't show up, I would be still far, far behind. So I was just going to FaceTime into my classes. But I'm like, no, KiAnna, you need to rest, blah, blah, blah. And so here I am. I feel better, but my face is still kind of swollen, so that's why I look like this. My lips are still swollen as well, but the hives have gone down drastically. Like, I looked in the mirror, and I was like, is that me? Like, that's not me. Like, I look ridiculous. But I'm really thankful that the doctors and everyone who took care of me were able to save me. We later called up the Indian place, and there were cashews in the butter chicken, which is not normal. Like, usually there's no cashews in butter or chicken, but there were, and that's why I reacted the way I did, because I have a severe allergy to nuts. My voice still sounds a little funny, but I'm okay. I just want to share this little story because it's quite interesting and it taught me a lot. So like, God forbid this happens again, but if it were to, I would know what was happening. Like, there was no chicken stuck in my throat. I was like legit. I thought we were going to the hospital so that they could have surgery and remove this chicken. Like, I was determined to get this chicken up out of my throat. But that wasn't the case. But I'm just really thankful that everything turned out okay. Thanks to all my friends who are concerned. I'm just glad everything's fine. I'm glad I know for next time, if there is a next time. Hopefully there's not. I'm sorry for scaring my parents because they were like really freaked out. But God is good, and I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad, like, it also opened my eyes that like school is not everything. I mean, it's not nothing, but certain things that you stress over and certain things that you think are so important mean nothing. So it really brought me back to reality and like made me know the scheme of things. Like, I have time to watch Ellen because life is short. I have time to go on YouTube because life is short. It's like, no, but seriously, just put everything in perspective. So I hope to see you guys next week. I don't know, my schedule is hectic, like cray. All those videos that were filmed in like August and June, so I just had to edit them. That's why it was so simple. But now I have no more videos to edit except for this one, so I have to film, which takes a long time. So I'll try to post regularly, but if you miss me, wink wink, you can always add me on Snapchat because I will post there, usually me jamming to Justin Bieber or something. Thank you guys for 400 subscribers. I don't know if I thanked you or not, but thank you. That's ridiculous. KiAnna fam is strong. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye. Be sure to check out my last video and like it. Okay. Pieces. I mean deuces. I'm wearing pajama pants. Oh, and this is new, so I hope you like it. Sorry now.